Recognise and remove. In an ideal situation, medical doctors are on hand to recognise, remove and diagnose concussion as it occurs in the sporting environment. However, the reality is that physiotherapists find themselves as first responders on the sidelines of suburban sporting grounds, often the highest trained medical or health practitioner around. Physiotherapists play a crucial role in early recognition, sideline assessment, and removal from the field of play, as well as removal from any high risk or aggravating environments. Observe and identify. Following initial recognition and removal from play, a physiotherapist is well placed to observe evolving concussion symptoms, whether as a primary care practitioner in community sport or as a consistent point of contact in high-performance environments. As we know, concussion is an evolving injury in that symptoms can change drastically within the first 24 hours, but even over the first 5 days. We now know that an initial unconscious state or lack of does not determine the severity or complexity of symptoms that will follow, or the prognosis of recovery. Further clinical review. Further clinical review is indicated if there are any signs that an athlete may have impairments in one of 4 systems, or when an athlete fails to progress through the graded return to sport process. Physios are well placed to assess each of the 4 systems and identify specific impairments that exist. This review process can help guide appropriate ongoing clinical management. Rehab of complex cases. 20 to 30% of concussions have more complex signs and symptoms that may persist. Physiotherapists play a crucial role in their management. This can involve rehabilitation of impairments within each system, as well as appropriate integration within the greater return to life and sport. Systems involved are intertwined, so progressions need to be carefully introduced for each system to avoid any overload and exacerbation of symptoms. Management of graded return to sport. 70 to 80% of cases are uncomplicated, and the physio's main role will be to manage greater return to sport and life. In line with recent evidence, there have been some updates to the graded return to sport framework, which includes the integration of different systems that we know are involved in concussion. Key checkpoints have been added to ensure athletes are safely rehabilitated. Checkpoints also provide an opportunity for early identification of impairments that may prolong recovery. Communication. Communication and education underpin the role of physiotherapy. Effective education of athletes, coaches, parents, support staff, and teammates is crucial throughout the road to recovery to optimise the athlete's return. Throughout the rehab, communication between the athlete and clinical management team is key to ensure safe and full recovery prior to return to sport.